Rick Titty Funk and Jake Hinge people. So, hey, Merry Titty Fucking Christmas, huh? Please notice that I say Merry Christmas, because every time you say Happy Holidays, an angel loses his wings. Yeah, sorry, Clarence, you're another casualty in the war on Christmas. A war on Christmas, and it's serious. They take it seriously. I know. You know why? I know that it's serious. They have the rubber bracelets now. You know that you can get the rubber bracelets that say, "Just say Merry Christmas." I think they also make ones that say, let's see, what would Blitzen do? Live jolly. And jingle this, bitch. And those all sound much better than the ones that say Hanukkah, so what's not to like? But the war against Christmas, do you get the impression that for hardcore conservatives, that's the only metaphor they understand? War? Do you think their kids come home and they say, hey, Billy, about time you got started on your war against homework? Honey, I'm feeling a little hungry. How's the war against meatloaf coming? Hey, what do you say later tonight? We wage a little war against your vagina. I know we haven't been able to find the clitoris yet, but we've been operating under faulty intelligence. But sometimes you have to say Happy Holidays. But there's other holidays. What about New Year's? Have you made New Year's resolutions? I have one. I'm going to try to eat better. I want to get more antioxidants. Because I fucking hate oxidants. Holidays are hard. Like, I was listening to Chestnuts Roasting an Open Fire today, and I love that the last line is great. It's, so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And that's beautiful. Unless you're 93. In which case, Nat King Cole just told you to go fuck yourself. You know what that song's really called, by the way? You know the real title of that song? It's The Christmas Song. Why does that get to be The Christmas Song? Aren't there a lot of Christmas songs? Could I write a song that's just called The Song? Hey, you want to sing a song? I mean, the song? No, just a song. If we sang the song, we have to pay no royalties. Okay, one last Christmas thought. If there are any elves out there who are considering a career in stand-up comedy, don't use Santa Claus as your only test audience. Because people who laugh at everything aren't going to do you any good. Okay. Oh, jeez. It could happen, though, because everybody thinks they're funny. Everybody thinks they have one funny story to tell. But I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Some of you don't have a funny story. You just have a situation. One time, I was eating cashews. Yeah. That is not a story. If you put an infinite number of monkeys in a room with an infinite number of typewriters, it's not going to end well for the typewriters. So I love being back in Boston, though, because I live in New York now. Don't worry, I'll say hi to Johnny when I get back. Oh, it sucks! Doesn't it suck? Oh, man. Because I'm a Red Sox fan, and it's hard living in New York when you're a Red Sox fan. Because if I ever go out wearing a cap or a t-shirt or something with the Sox logo, I learn things. Like, I learn that I'm homosexual. And that the entire city of Boston is homosexual. And that the individual members of the Red Sox perform any number of deviant sexual acts on each other and small animals. And you know what? The Boston papers do not report that. I mean, I understand why people get excited when they think they see Superman in the sky. But why are they shouting so loudly when they think it's just a bird or a plane? Look! Up in the sky, it's a bird! You're right! It's some sort of sparrow! Okay, so like I I said, not every story is as funny as people think it is, but I want to leave you with one that I do think is actually pretty clever. So my wife and I spent our honeymoon in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Well, I know, which is a great city to visit before you get married. I mean, it's not just that, drugs are legal and prostitution is legal. It's that drugs and prostitution are both legal. And it's a party city, you can tell, because there are urinals everywhere. Not just the cheap plastic ones, but like beautiful, like European crafted metal urinals that are just part of the architecture of the city. And they're beautiful, except that on a hot day in the summer, they turn into these wrought iron stench vestibules. Now, I'll get back to that in a moment. Later on in my set. So we go to Amsterdam on my honeymoon, and you're on your honeymoon, you can't really go to the red light district and stuff. So what we did is we rented a paddle boat. You know how those things work? All right, I'm just going to abandon the mic stand. The paddle boat, so you just ride around the canals, and the way that works is you're in there and you're leaning back and you're paddling with your feet like this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if my legs are like this and I'm making this motion, there is some friction right here, and when there's friction right here, something happens, and it happened. And I realized that I didn't need to go to the red light district at all. And in fact, it got so bad that I had to stop paddling. It was too painful for me to continue paddling. And I couldn't even put my feet down because then the pedals would have been whacking into my feet. So I had to let my wife do all the paddling while I leaned even further back and put my feet up like this. So there I am, cruising down a canal in Amsterdam, my feet up, my wife is driving me. I've got a massive erection, and I'm thinking, this is the life! But my wife gets a little sick of doing this, and she says, no, why don't we pull over, and you can go in there and take care of yourself. And she's pointing to one of the stench vestibules. I turned to her and I said, dear, there are several things that I do not want to be arrested for doing in Amsterdam. And masturbating in a public urinal is about 5 of them. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody.